Hello and welcome to A Bit Above Podcast.
I'm Audra.
And I'm Hadassah, and we are two average women living oceans apart. Our show displays a reachable lifestyle where we work to be better versions of ourselves in our day-to-day life. We know that the constant strive for perfection can lead to anxieties and disappointment, so we make changes that enhance our lives without giving up the things we love. Join us each week as we chat about motherhood, positivity, feel-good stories, relationships, and everything in between. How are you, Audra?
That's how I am. I have no words, only laughter.
Great, fantastic start to this episode.
Just some days you just can't even, I don't even put words to your day. So you just got to laugh.
Well, I hope that by the end of this episode, you'll be feeling so much more relaxed.
Oh, I definitely will, because my anti-anxiety meds will kick in.
We've been watching Lucifer. Have you ever seen it?
I've only seen a snippet of it, and I was like, I can't watch this. Literally, I was passing, I think, through the room, and my daughter was watching it.
Oh, so you didn't watch a full episode?
No, not at all.
Well, we've been watching that for the past few weeks. It's our new show that we watch together. It is amazing. If you haven't watched Lucifer, Lucifer is very bold, very bad very I don't give a F, all that kind of stuff. He's basically the devil. When you're the devil, you obviously don't care. You can act however you want. He owns a club. He's super smooth with the girls and stuff like that. Well, my husband loves him. He cannot get enough of him. Almost to the point where he's talking like him now.
Oh, no.
You watch a show and you get connected to a character and you start acting like them. Lucifer has a British accent. So
I know right where you're going with this.
We were playing Fortnite, and whenever Aurel died or things like that, he'd be like, bloody hell, oh bloody hell, over and over again. Oh bloody hell. But let's just say his accent isn't as smooth as he thinks it is.
So wait a minute. You have a Moroccan Israeli doing a British accent. You need to record this. I need to hear this.
I do. I have a recording, actually.
Oh, cut it out. Do you have it now?
Bloody hell.
Oh my heavens.
Is that disgusting?
Not even close to British. It's awesome in its own way. I mean, does he really have to pick Lucifer to be the character he wants to be, a role model? Or, I don't know, is there an angel in the series?
Hopefully he'll get out of this stage. I feel like it's happened in other shows before, so hopefully he'll just get over this, Well,
I'm kind of laughing because a lot of the shows that I watch are also British. I don't come out with a British accent. However, my children have definitely come home and they just talk in random accents. I don't even know what they are sometimes. And I'm like, what's happening?
Are they better than Aurel?
Yeah, they've definitely perfected the British accent.
What he said was oh, bloody hole.
I think it's hilarious.
Ugh, no, I don't. So what's been going on with you?
I was upstairs in the studio. I go downstairs and Corey says, well, the floors are extra clean. And I'm like, cool. And then he explained exactly how they became extra clean. It was super cold. And while we were doing laundry, apparently the pipes froze. And the worst way you could find out is when it blocks during the spin cycle and all of the water comes pouring out. And apparently it went from the laundry room across the kitchen and headed towards the bathroom area. So not only did one floor get super clean, but 3 different floors got super clean.
Oh my God. How long did that take to get rid of?
I luckily came down after it was all picked up, but there was definitely a massive amount of new laundry to be washed as all of the towels in the house got sopping wet because he just threw down stuff to quickly help because he didn't want anything to happen to the wood floors.
You benefited from this because not only did your floors get clean, but you didn't have to do it.
So see how I said on the weekends we do a deep clean? This may have been the most extreme version of that type of clean.
Well, you're saying this, I know where you're living right now is snow because my family's from New Jersey, so they have it as well. Well, it's 70 degrees here. We went to the park today. I'm a little sunburned.
Stop. I got 8 8 inches of snow. I don't even know if it's a single digit temperature or not out there. It was over the weekend. I think it was like a high of 5, but once the wind blows, you're negative whatever,
5?
double digits. Yeah, 5, like singular 5, not
Oh,
like
wow.
75, 5.
Are you jealous?
Super. You get sunburn, I get windburn. Okay.
Oh.
Yours will still look better than mine.
Yeah, I woke up today and I was like, wow, it's so nice outside. So I went to the park, I worked out.
Keep going.
Fantastic. Yeah, I know, I feel good.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you wearing a t-shirt too?
I was wearing like a long sleeve shirt. Does that count?
Oh, longs. Oh, nice. Nice. I've got, winter boots, jackets, scarves, gloves,
Aw.
3 different sweaters on underneath, wondering how can I get my forehead from not freezing.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
awesome.
I guess that's the difference between me living in Israel and you living in America is like we're always gonna have the craziest different weather situations. At least I can't even think of anything positive for you. I just thought of positive things for me. I didn't even oops, whatever.
That's my life.
Well, stay warm.
Oh, gee, thanks. This is why I usually vacation in the winter away from here. But,
Aw.
COVID can't do that stuff right now.
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to an app that we love called Anchor. Anchor allows you to create and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. We use Anchor to create our podcast, and it makes it so easy for us to do. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more places. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Go ahead and download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
So we're going to play Never Have I Ever. Hadassah's going to guess my answer and I'm going to guess hers. Now you can still play at home because if you have ever had this happen to you or have done this, then give yourself 1 point. All right. So question number 1, never have you ever broken a bone. So I'm going to guess if Hadassah's ever broken a bone and I'm going to say yes.
And I'm going to say you never did.
All right. You would be correct. I have never broken a bone. Yep.
You're correct as well. I had a hairline fracture on my foot.
A hairline fracture on your foot?
Like, it's like a splinter cut.
Oh, so you didn't like crack it in half, but you just kind of splintered it. All right. So never have I ever skipped school. I'm going to say Hadassah did not skip school because she was watched way too closely for this.
I'm going to say you definitely did because everybody has skipped school.
All right, you are correct. So wait, does that mean that you did too? You skipped school?
Obviously. What do you mean? In 9th grade, I never went to class. I used to go to Dunkin' Donuts with my friend and we used to just skip class all the time. Or we would go in middle of class. Our English teacher in 9th grade, she was so dumb. We would be listening to like an audiobook of Romeo and Juliet or whatever those things are, Shakespeare stuff. And because I never really actually read it, right? So I don't know. But we would sneak to the roof and there was like fake grass and we would tan. And like she wouldn't even realize like half the class would leave one by one.
I had perfect attendance until I was a senior in high school. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nerd alert.
Right. There was senior skip day. So on senior skip day, every senior called in sick that day. And yep, they make a big funny to do at graduation that everyone missed that one day. And this is how nerdy I was. Senior skip was planned for Canopy Lake Park, which is an amusement park I've been to like 100 times as a kid. That's where they were going to go. So I believe the majority of the class went there. Guess what I did on senior skip day? I went fishing with my boyfriend and my father because I like to go fishing. I still love fishing. And my nerdy butt went fishing instead of going to an amusement park, which I don't go on roller coasters. So yes, 2 feet solidly on the ground. Fishing was way better than going in some roller coaster up in the air.
Wait, when you say you skipped school, are you just talking about this one day?
Yep.
What? Audra, this is not how the game is supposed to go.
It counts. We did skip school.
You're saying that you were in school every single day, besides for that one day.
Yeah, because I knew that it wouldn't count against us.
This is a trick question. You did not skip school. What is the next question? I thought you were cool and bad A, but you weren't.
Never have you ever fired a gun. I'm going to say Hadassah has.
Yeah, this is easy. We both have.
Oh, no, we have not. I have never fired a gun. I own them, but I've never fired them.
So what do you do when
No.
you're angry?
I tell people all the time, they're like, oh, if somebody breaks in, you're not going to know how to use it. I said, I am most likely to heave it at somebody and like knock them in the head before I actually were to shoot them because I would feel awful if I actually did harm.
I have been to like a gun range twice, so that's the only reason why.
Never have you ever been skydiving? I'm going to say no. I don't think Hadass has gone skydiving.
You have definitely not gone skydiving.
You can't get me up the steps to get on a plane. Nope. Have you ever gone?
No, you don't even have to ask that.
Ridden in a limo. I'm going to say no for you.
I'm going to say yes for you.
You would be correct.
Really?
Was I correct? Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, definitely. I definitely did not. Like,
you haven't?
No, I don't even think I know what they look like in there.
Well, okay. The super cool one I was in like the late 80s, early 90s. So probably not as bad butt as the ones that they have nowadays.
Bad butt. When have you did it? Like, I guess prom in my head.
Nope, I would not pay for a limo at prom. Because here's the thing, people. When you pull up to an event, people, they are inside already. I just had Corey drive his truck and like we had to walk across the dirt parking lot. Don't bother wasting your money on a limo that nobody sees you arrive or leave in. It's a waste of money.
Does that remind you of Lunchbox? Bring up Lunchbox again. He wanted to go to a high school reunion in like a Lamborghini or something.
Yes. A Lambo, he calls it. That's such a waste of money. But again, nobody's outside Lunchbox looking at you. Okay, they're inside having a good time. I've been in one for being a part of a wedding, also for a friend's birthday when they were super, super young. And they thought it was cool because it picked them up at the playground in which there was children outside.
Oh my God. Cool children.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so moving on. Have you ever had... Now we're going to skip that one.
Wait, can you go back to ask that one that you were going to skip?
Oh, have you ever had braces?
I'll skip it. Boring.
Exactly. Okay, moving on. Have you ever had a massage? Now, this, I already know Hadassah's answer, and it is a yes. But what do you think about me?
Ooh, I think that you have not gotten a massage.
Correct. I have not. Yeah, I even went to a resort one time that specializes in spa therapies, and I totally chickened out. I couldn't do it. I was like, nope, nobody's touching me. Mm-mm.
Why? I'm like, please touch me. I need some affection.
Okay, and this is why it's going to go from a 5 to a 10, depending on how Hadassah's answered.
Yo, I have never gotten a massage until like a year ago, probably. Okay, and it was like a stupid massage. It was like at the doctor's office.
Wait a minute. Hold up. You got a massage at the doctor's office? Do we need to question the doctor?
No.
Like, what is happening?
No, like the massage department of the doctors.
Oh, thank heavens.
Like the wellness doctor thing. They weren't actually doctors.
Yeah, they're massage therapists.
Right. Where we live now, there's a guy, one of Aurel's friends, he comes over and he does it for like a really good price for like an hour, and he comes over here. And the first time I got it, I was pregnant. It really was like awesome. And we got it almost once a week for quite a bit, but then, you know, like money. So it's been a bit, but he is so good. I lay there on the bed and I just feel like purring the whole time. I just want to go like,
what's happening? Why are we purring during a massage?
Because it feels so good. I just want to be like, can you relate?
No.
Really?
I can't. I've not had a massage, so no, there's no purring.
Yeah, but like, what if Corey was rubbing your hair, right? And don't you just want to be like, meow?
Probably not, but oh God.
I have homework for you, okay?
Oh,
wait,
Lord.
I have homework for you. I need you to go to Corey tonight and ask him, like, hey, babe, can you play with my hair? I do it to Aurel all the time.
Oh, I love my hair being played with. However, It's like 19 miles long. Like I could see him like, it getting wrapped around his finger and him yanking it. And then I've got like tears.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be touching your hair. It should be all your scalp. You know what I mean?
Where am I going to put the rest of my hair? It's so long.
I mean, that just seems like a him problem. But that's not part of the homework assignment, okay? During his hair playing, okay? I need you to meow, and then I need you to record it. I need you to record it and see what he says.
No way. There is no meowing. This is not happening. Not happening.
Must. Next week on the episode, I'm going to ask you if you did it, and I better receive a recording.
All right, I'll get you a recording, but I ain't making any promises.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. I'll do it tonight, and I dare you to do it also.
Have you ever gotten a tattoo? I'm going to say no for Hadassah.
Why? Because I'm Jewish?
Maybe.
Honestly? Is it because I'm Jewish? Okay. I'm going to say no to you.
Oh, why might that be?
Only because you don't have your ears pierced.
Is exactly right.
Really? Okay, I want one so bad. I always wanted one, but I never knew what to get. And now I know what to get. And my husband doesn't let. Fight, grind, repeat. Fight, grind, repeat.
Oh, Bobby.
Or FGR.
Happy.
Well, I don't care. It's not about Bobby. It's about me.
Yeah, but you should write fight, grind, repeat. Because then,
But I can't.
Why? Because Orel says no?
Because it's against the religion, and Orel would definitely not allow that.
Okay.
I know, right? It's my body. Okay, cool. Anyways.
How about a temporary one?
Yeah, but that's, no, I don't want that.
Have you ever watched Star Wars? I'm going to say you haven't.
And I'm going to say you have.
I have, but not by my choice. I've been forced to watch them.
I also have been forced to watch it, so I guess you're wrong on that question. But I don't remember it. It was this guy that I was hanging out with, and he made me sit through this Star Wars and also a lot of anime and video games, but that's a side point. And he did not tell me it was 3 hours long. I can't remember a worse night in my life.
Have you ever ridden a horse? I'm going to say no.
And I'm going to say no for you.
I have. My aunt had horses, so each of my cousin had their very own horse on her little mini farm. It wasn't a large farm. It literally was a house tucked in the woods on a lot of land, but they had horses and chickens.
I have never ridden a horse. I have rode a camel.
Okay, that is a whole nother subject for another day. I do not think I've ever had a camel ride.
Well, here in Israel, you never know what you might see walking down the street. I'm just kidding. It's not true.
It's like hitching a taxi, hitching a camel. Hold on. One hump or two.
Just kidding.
All right. Have you ever got a ticket? And we're going to refer to this as a speeding ticket. And I'm going to say yes for Hadassah.
And I'm going to say yes for you.
Negativo on me.
Have you ever sped?
Sped? Wow.
Have you ever sped?
And this is where the language barrier part comes in.
Yo, my English is going, y'all. I cannot talk English anymore.
Yeah, it's going all right. Have I ever been pulled over for speeding? No. Have I been pulled over for a headlight or a tail light out? Yes.
Wait 1 second. I hear Orel behind me. Wait, Orel, come to the microphone for a second.
Yes.
And I want you to say the thing that Lucifer always says.
Bloody hell.
Cringe.
All right. I think you've received a speeding ticket. Am I right?
I can't really receive any tickets because I don't drive.
What do you mean you don't drive?
I don't have a driver's license.
Why on earth do you not have a driver's license? What stops you from driving a driver's license? Because you're over there?
No, I never had one.
Okay, wait a minute. You didn't even have one here in the U.S.?
I got my driver's permit license.
People get that at 15.
I got mine 1920.
That was just last year.
No, that's not true. I'm 23.
Wait, 1920. Wait, 1920.
1920.
Age 1920. Oh, my brain hurts.
1920 was not last year. 19 years old or 20. I can't remember.
Well, that was just like a couple years ago for you.
I know, but my parents were like, oh, cool, you can drive when you turn 18.
I do have my license, but I might have been driving before I got my license.
Oh, bad girl.
I can't get busted for that now, but...
Well, I also did.
Oh.
Well, I don't have my license, so that makes sense.
So we're definitely going to work on Hadassah gets her license. That'll be another episode.
Can I just say this? Like, okay, I got my permit license. That means something, okay? And also, I do know how to drive, although I haven't done it in like a few years. My friend Kayla taught me how to do it in 10th grade. I didn't actually have my driver's license. She would take me to the mall. This like mall that was like a dead mall, and we would drive in their parking lot. I never had a car to take the driving test. I even paid for like driving lessons so that they can use their car, but I don't even remember like what happened. I don't think I even made an appointment.
We are definitely doing Hadassah Learns How to Drive because I feel like you're going to need a refresher course. Your permit probably expired.
No.
What? Those
in
things
2025.
It has an expiration date.
Yeah, 2025.
What is the purpose of a permit? You have to be with like somebody of a like 25 or
21.
older. Yours is 21. Ours is 25. Could you imagine being 25, needing another 25-year-old with you to go driving? I'm just saying.
I would learn how to drive, but I'm not in America, so I would have to start the whole process over again. But
we'll just go back to the camels, one hump or two.
If I want to get my driver's license here, I need to take like 20 hours of driver's ed, and it's super expensive. I know because my husband doesn't either have his driver's license.
What is happening over there? What is wrong with everybody? You're not coming to America until you both have your driver's license.
Every time we go to my in-laws' house, the first thing they ask is like, did you get your driver's license yet?
Have you ever been in an ambulance? I'm going to guess yes for you.
I'm going to guess no for you.
Am I right?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you are wrong. I took a medication and I had an allergic reaction to it. And I woke up with some EMTs standing above me. And I was like, what happened? And then they tried to make sure that I was okay for just a few moments. But then my body just kind of wanted to go back to sleepy sleep. So I got the quick trip, which is only half a mile from my house, to the hospital. But my family freaked out when I passed out. Scared the living daylights out of my oldest daughter. It was not a good day.
She's probably still scared. No, whenever she sees you sleeping, she probably checks your pulse.
Opens my eyelids. What do they look like? All right. Have you ever gone zip lining? I'm going to say no for you.
I'm going to say yes for you. And I have totally not gone zip lining.
Okay. I'm glad I got the point on you. But why would I go zip lining if I said during the airplane skydiving, I ain't going up the stairs to get on a plane? I would climb some post to get up on a tree to go zip lining. That's not happening. You can't even get on the third step of a step stool, people. Let's put this into reality. Never have you ever needed stitches. I'm going to say you have.
I'm going to say you have not.
You are correct. Knock on wood.
You are incorrect. Knock on wood.
Oh, we're in the same boat. We're stitch free.
Oh, you know what? I'm wrong.
You know what? I think I am too. Wait, you go first.
Childbirth?
Yes, but wait, your childbirth and my childbirth are two different points.
So I had a C-section, so that's why I had stitches.
I had a tubal ligation. That's why I had stitches. Never have you ever gone on a cruise. I'm going to say no for you.
Bitch.
Only because you're not, you're still young.
Because what?
Because what? You're young and beautiful.
I'm going to say 100% I know you, and I know you went on a cruise.
I've been on a couple. I'm planning one for 2022, people. Ooh. So you had better get this Corona stuff figured out.
I'm glad that I haven't, because now that I'm of age, like, it'll be so much more fun, I
forget just how young you are. You're like of age. I'm like, who worries about that? Never have you ever trolled someone on social media?
Yes, I'll say you, yes.
I'm going to say you definitely have, because you actually confessed this the other day, and I told you it was going to come back to bite you in the game.
Who was I trolling?
Who did you just troll recently?
Oh my God, this doesn't even sound like me. What? Is trolling a bad thing?
I don't think so.
Before you get me in trouble, isn't trolling saying negative things and being a bully? Because I have not done that.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I thought it was just like kind of like spying and like doing research on the person.
Okay, well, I have done that.
Well, I know you have. I might have done that too, but we're definitely not
We do it together. Don't say you might have. We do it together sometimes.
Okay, that is also true.
But like for business purposes. Yeah, not for
sure.
like for complete business purposes.
Yeah, like for research. Never have you ever got into the wrong vehicle. So I'm going to say no for you. How's that feeling right about now?
I'm going to say yes because everybody has done that.
I have never gotten into the wrong vehicle. However, I have watched Corey go right up to an alike vehicle of ours and could try to get in. Realize that the doors are locked. And I'm like literally looking at him. And I start yelling out the window, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh my gosh." And he's so embarrassed.
I for sure locked into the wrong vehicle before. I hate it. With social anxiety, that's the worst fear ever, but I've for sure done it.
You know what's even worse is the first thing is that you're like, crap, I'm in the wrong place. Is you look around to see if anyone notices you.
Oh, yeah. And then they watch you look around. So they not only saw you looking stupid, they also watched you look around to see.
It's so true. And you know what? At this point, you just got to be like, well, somebody just got a good laugh on my behalf today.
Oh, cringe.
Or never have you ever went viral?
I'm going to guess that you have not gone viral.
Whatever. But you just asked this question the other day. If I considered that your TikTok, which has how many views now? Because I know
it's like 18,000.
Yeah, you stalk that thing. You troll your own TikTok. Never have you ever lied about your age. I'm going to say you definitely have lied about your age.
I'm going to say you also have.
Yeah, I did.
About what? What have you lied about?
When I was asked how old I was by somebody who was interested in me, but they asked their brother to ask me, I told them that I was a year older than I was.
Oh, I thought you
I confessed very shortly thereafter.
I thought that you're still on your parents' insurance.
Sweet goodness. I may look like I should still be covered on their insurance, but I am not.
Well, I have lied about my age since I was a kid.
Oh, my Lord. You don't even have there was this one time. You're just like, I still do
there was this one time I was in New York City and I was sitting on the bus and some random creepo guy, he was trying to talk to me and he asked me how old I was and I was 16 at the time. And I told him I was 18, which is, it sounds really bad now that I say the story. But
wait, you told him you were, oh my, go on.
And then he responded whoa, you're only 18. You look like you're 25.
Oh my, get out. No. What was the purpose?
I don't know. I think I just didn't like when people would say oh, you're so young. Every time I would tell them I was 16 years old because I felt really mature at 16. Me and my YouTube channel.
Okay, wait a minute. She showed me that, folks. She just might have been really immature. But at 16, you still can be immature and get away with it.
I guess when I was 16, I really wanted to be mature. And I think I was mature for my age. I do think there may have been some quirks, that's for sure. But I like a lot of quirks, to be honest. But I was trying to act older because I always looked up to older people and I always wanted to be friends with older people. Interesting. Anyways, so is that the last question?
That was the last question.
Oh no, I want more questions.
I know there's so many more questions, but that's where we say that this game can go from a 1 to a 5 to a 10 on Super Racy because you just never know what the answers are going to be.
None of this was racy.
No, there were some sketch moments, but
you mean
pretty low key.
The one time I lied about my age.
Yeah, for sure. Uh-huh.
Is that the one thing you're talking
Oh, yeah.
about?
Or the fact that you know how to ride a camel and not drive a car. But, that's taking it to a whole new level.
Oh God. I think it's interesting to get to know each other on a different level. Like it's those random questions that really get you to know someone,
Yeah, because you just never know what people are going to say. I mean, I would never have guessed that you skipped school only because of the way that you were raised in your community. And I felt like you probably had eyes on you like 24/7.
That is not how our school went. I come here today with my homework assignment.
So Hadassah's homework was to watch Pretty Woman, and I am dying to know what you thought of it, all the things.
All I knew before was that it was about a prostitute and like someone named Julia Roberts, okay? So the first thing I noticed when I started watching was the dude from Seinfeld, Jason Alexander.
Yeah, he's in it.
I don't like him after seeing the whole thing. But one quote I liked was like, oh, I'm not even going to say this. It sounds
What?
weird.
Wait, what's the quote?
It was like, because I know like if I say it's going to sound weird, but like she made it sound like cooler or whatever. But it was like, there's no way I could say this without like, either I could say it all awkward.
It. I can see exactly what you're trying to say. And this is how you should say it. Baby, I'm going to treat you so nice. You're never going to let me go.
Well, I was going to say like, baby, I'm going to treat you so nice. You're never going to let me go. Or I can say it awkwardly like, baby, I'm going to treat you so nice. You're never going to let me go. I did like the quote.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely good.
So overall, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was very engaging and I really did like it. And I did get like goosebumps at times. I liked the whole like vibe. I kind of pushed it off to the last minute. I'm not going to lie, because I was like, it's going to be boring, whatever, homework. There is a scene where she goes to the store and the sales ladies wouldn't sell to her because she didn't look like the kind of girl to have money, right? It reminded me of working retail and like making it a mission to treat everybody like they're equal in a sense of like not looking at them, judging them like, oh, she looks like she has money. She looks like she doesn't have money. Because how are you supposed to know based on what someone wears, whether or not they have money? I get it that when you put clothes on, you're representing yourself, right? How you take care of yourself, how you treat yourself. But someone else can't decide whether or not how much money you have because of it. Later on in a different scene, the minute they said that they were going to spend a whole lot of money, all of a sudden everyone comes over and helps in every way they can.
Oh, for sure. So do you know what the takeaway line from that part is that everyone says all the time?
Well, if we're talking about the same thing, because I have it written here in my notes, it says something that she said to them was like, hey, like, do you remember me, right? And then she was like, oh, I don't remember you, whatever. But then she said like, oh, I'm the one that you wouldn't serve the other day. And she was like, you work on commission, right? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, big mistake.
Big mistake is a key phrase you will hear people say all the time. Now, what is your biggest takeaway now having watched the whole thing?
I guess the way that I looked at it was, why be a prostitute if you can have a sugar daddy?
Okay. I kind of take it as it was more like personal growth and also some self-reflection. Here she was doing stuff just to get by. And yeah, it must have paid decent money or else why would people do it, right?
$100 an hour.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, but she got a sugar daddy out of it.
She did, but she also fell in love with said sugar daddy who really wasn't that much older than her.
Still, a sugar daddy doesn't have to be older. I thought that was a very motivating movie to teach you that if you find someone rich and handsome, then you would get a life where you have a sugar daddy and whatever you want.
I think it's just weird because sugar daddies weren't a thing when the movie came out. At least it wasn't well talked about. So it's just funny to hear it now. But yeah, she basically got together with someone who had a lot of money and power in a sense. And that became a new lifestyle. But she did fall in love with him and he did fall in love with her, which he swore he was not going to.
I joke a little bit, but at the same time, like they did seem to glamorize the whole, meet this handsome guy who pays you a whole lot of money just to hang out, like me.
I guess if sugar daddies were to start, maybe Richard Gere was the first sugar daddy.
Oh, is that his name?
Yes.
Oh, I thought his name was Edward.
In the movie.
Oh, okay.
The actor's name is Richard Gere.
Oh, I even have that written down. Oh, son of a gun. But I just hated that scene where she was by the manager of the hotel's office and she was like holding all the stack of money and it was all like crumbled up. And I was just like, girl, can I flatten those for you?
Oh, OCD kicking in.
I was like, please, I just want to flatten them. I was like, I just want, whatever. It was cool.
How about all the times that she stood before she got basically remade up? And no matter how she was standing, I was like, back straight, don't bend over, don't do this, don't do that. Like, oh.
Okay, I didn't take it that far, but I don't know. It's a good movie. I would give it like a 4 out of 5 shopping bags. I am glad that you made me watch this for the first movie. What is the next thing that you want me to watch for Hadassah Learns Pop Culture?
For the next movie, I think because we went to Pretty Woman, so why don't we take on a Disney movie and I'll even let you watch the remake. So at least you get a newer version of Cinderella.
Where do I find that?
That should be, it's probably.
Wait. Don't worry about it. I found Pretty Woman.
Yeah. So you're going to be able to find Cinderella.
I just Googled well, something to do with free online, but I don't want to say what I actually did.
No, you probably should not. This week, we're going to introduce a recipe that brings me such comfort that I have memorized in my head, but it is homemade mac and cheese. Now, I know everyone has a homemade mac and cheese recipe, but this one came from a former coworker, and I absolutely love it. My family loves it, and they request that I make it at all the big family events. So here we go. It is 1 small box of Velveeta cheese. It is 1 16-ounce pint of heavy cream. You can use light cream, but why bother? Just go heavy. It is also a half of an 8-ounce bar of cream cheese. Then you also have 2 cups of whole milk. Do not skip out and use no 1% or skim milk. That's just like white water. Gross. Also contains 1 full stick of butter. You melt all of those ingredients together, add the milk and the cream last. Get that all together in a nice cheesy sauce. In the other pot, you just boil 1 16-ounce box of pasta. Throw that in your baking dish after it's been strained. Dump your cheesy sauce all over the top of it and bake for 45 minutes to an hour at 375. The option is, and my family is split on this topping, so half of it has this topping and half does not. You take 1 Ritz cracker roll, 1 ream of crackers, and you crush them up and add another half a stick of butter to it and make a butter crumb topping. Sprinkle that over half if you should choose so, and just throw it in the oven. And it is so creamy and so good. And even reheated, it's still so creamy and so good.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
I know. And it's really quick and easy.
We're going to have to put that on our social medias so that people can get it. We will. Thank you so much for listening to us talk. Next episode comes out on Friday, and we'll have an Ask the Therapist segment with Josh Nichols, who is our favorite podcast therapist and only. So if you have any questions for him, you can email us at abitabovepod@gmail.com. We already have some questions about being an empath. What does that mean? How do you know if you are an empath? What is being an empath? I'm sure you've heard that term before, but he's going to help us really know what that is. We want to invite you to subscribe to our podcast so that you can get notified when new episodes come out. We just want to let you know about the rating and reviews when it comes to podcasts. So like a YouTube video, you can like or comment on it so you kind of know the feedback you're getting. But with podcasts, it's only ratings and reviews. So it would really help us to grow our podcast if you went to Apple Podcasts, which you can find the link in the show descriptions, and give us a rating and a review. That would really help other people find the podcast.
Be sure to follow us on all the social media, Instagram, Twitter at ABitAbovePod.
And again, you can also send us an email at abitabovepod@gmail.com.